We're back. All right, I got my first EDM video for you guys today. Today we're gonna be mainly focusing on Dirty Audio style. And Dirty Audio is he's an EDM producer mainly in the world of trap. I found out about him in a video by Jon Zombie, where he was featured at an event called Next Level in 2012. And from then on, I've been listening to his music. So today we're gonna make a beat, or not a beat, a track similar to his, using his sample pack from Splice. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. Alright, so first off, we're gonna set a tempo of 150, because usually his beats or his tracks are around there, 150. And his most recent collab, or his most recent track that I've really been into, was Daiquiris featuring Dioro. So anyways, let's just pull up his sample pack real quick. Alright, now that we got our samples loaded up, let's go ahead and start laying down a track. So usually what I like to do is melody first and then drums. You know, most people that I watch, like Crow, they usually start out with drums first, but usually I like to start with the hype of the track, you know, the drop, and then build my way around that and how that's all gonna intertwine with each other. So let's just start off by making a synth pattern. Well, let's tune this first. So if it's in E, so let's set the whole thing in E. So let's do 2.5 decibel volume increase in the let's do it in E minor. So if we're doing it in the scale of E minor, we have only one sharp, and that's going to be F. So every time we play F or use F in the key, we're going to make it a sharp. So it's going to be this F and not this F. Alright, so or actually, let me do something first to the synth. So let's turn on the metronome. Alright, I like that so far, so I'm just going to drag that. And let's do some processing to it first. So what we're going to do is add a parametric EQ, do this to it, do a low cut up to 30. Let's lower that to 2 decibels. All right. All right, and then we're gonna go add some OTT. For some saturation. Some reverb. Alright, and since that's our main pattern, we're just going to build everything else around it. So let's just add all the drum parts now. So what we're going to do is get our kick. Do this. Step snare. Alright, doesn't look like we're gonna need to add a lot of reverb to that snare, but let me see. Alright, so let's just build this track, the kick pattern too. So boom, jump, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, like that. And then, alright, and here's what I have. Alright, we're gonna do all the side chaining later at our 808. So, no, so let's do that. And then, could it work with? Yeah, don't forget, we're gonna side chain all of this in a little bit right now, but we're just laying down a foundation. Yeah, so let me see, what else do we have in our samples? Okay, so let's go to a new pattern. Hold on, let's tune this first. This pattern. Yeah, we're just gonna do that fill. We're gonna go here and add it right there. So let's drag all, because their synths are going to be up there in the top, so let's just drag it right there right now. So what we have so far, now it's an F, so we're going to drop it down one semitone. Oh no, wrong one, we're messing with the volume. Go right here, drop one semitone, 100 cents. Set a root note to E. There we go. And then we're gonna go back and shoot. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so that's going to be our third pattern. Alright, and then let's go ahead and process. Yeah, so let's go to the first one. Fruity Balanced. Create automation clip. There we go. So let's bring this down a whole lot. Let's bring it down to about -2 decibels. Clipping a little bit. We're gonna fix that right now with the. First off, we gotta process this one too. So a low cut of 30 decibels, or not 30 hertz. At a Fruity Balance. So we'll see how it turns out in the mix. Fruity Balance. We're going to put it back to 80%. We're going to put this one back to 80%. bada boom, bada beam, bada boom. We're gonna do the same thing. Follow the. All right. So basically, what I'm doing with the fruity balance is ducking the volume from the 808 and the synth at the same time, and then coming back up and automating it to come back up in full volume after the kick hits. So basically, this is one way of avoiding a muddy mix instead of making your kick extra loud or messing with the transients, or even making it louder to the point where it's distorting the natural sound of the sample. This helps it a lot during the mastering process too, of making sure that there's a clean sound. You know, a lot of people in hip hop don't really sidechain their 808s and kicks with their or their synths. You know, as EDM and hip hop are kind of becoming more intertwined nowadays, it's kind of a common practice to just sidechain 808s, kicks, and synths, and sometimes even snares. But yeah, in EDM, it's very common to sidechain, you know, those two elements with the kick, because the kick is literally your holy grail in EDM and drives your entire track. So if your mix and your kick's not moving the crowd, you know, it's not sounding clean, it's not sounding good, you're gonna have a bad time, you know what I mean? So yeah, all I did was to sidechain it was go here, go to the mixer, right, add a fruity balance, and then go right click, create automation clip, and then boom, just cut it up to the size I wanted it. And so this is just gonna duck the volume of the 808 and my synth right here, so that every time the kick hits, it pops out a lot more. So let's watch here without the sidechain. And then with the sidechain. See how it's a lot cleaner, and the kick resonates a lot more in the mix without even having to add anything to the master chain or or mess with the transients or the volume or anything, or it's messing with the volume, but you know what I mean, messing with the actual volume of the sample, like going right here and messing around with this volume knob. Yeah, but anyways, that's really helpful when I was first starting out. I didn't know how to do any of this. But you know, I think we're just gonna keep the straight eighth note pattern on the hi-hat and just keep going. Chain. There we go. And we're gonna delete this sidechain and put this sidechain instead, because this sidechain is linked to this synth part right here. So we gotta make a new one. You know, most people have a rack or a pre set that they make themselves of making a sidechain link or one channel to sidechain all these other channels by link. And you know, you can do that, but I just prefer drawing it in, because that just makes me a little bit more secure about knowing what I've sidechained and what I haven't. So like doing this one at a time is just for my own benefit, but you know, you do whatever you gotta do. Alright, so let's hear what we have so far. Alright, so I also added an open hat on beats 1 and 3 of the whenever the hi-hats come in, and I also added the vocal effect by Uzi, you know, the one that everyone uses in on beats 2 and 4. So let me just arrange it a little bit more, and then I got for you guys a final product. So alright guys, so here's our final product. What I did was add you know, a loop, a drop loop, that effect and this one. And I also pitched them all down or up semitone to make it all in the key of E. So yeah, all right, so let's take a look. And then I added some sweeps and then some fills too, some synth fills, some shots, and then yeah, a progression. So yeah, let's check it out. Yeah, so that's pretty much how you make a hard trap slash dirty audio track right there. So anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe for more content. I also do music theory tutorials and production tutorials, and also make sure to follow me on Instagram at Midnight Natives. And yeah, if you enjoyed it or you found it entertaining, thank you. And alright, so peace.